Should I disconnect the car battery during storage? Have you ever wondered what happens to your car battery when you store your vehicle for a long time? It's a good question, especially for teens who may not drive regularly. Let's break it down. When you store a car for an extended period, disconnecting the battery is often a smart choice. Why? Well, even when your car is turned off, some parts still use a tiny bit of power. This slow drain can leave you with a dead battery when you finally want to drive again. Disconnecting the battery stops this drain and keeps it charged and healthy. Another reason to disconnect is to reduce the risk of corrosion. When the battery stays connected, a small flow of electricity can create corrosive materials on the battery terminals. This buildup can make it harder to start your car later and can shorten the battery's lifespan. By disconnecting it, you help minimize this corrosion. You might also be wondering about battery life. Batteries that sit connected and unused for a long time can get damaged or lose their ability to hold a charge. Disconnecting the battery helps extend its life by preventing unnecessary power loss. Now let's talk about your car's computer. Modern cars have systems that rely on the battery to keep settings like radio stations and clock time. When you disconnect the battery, these settings may reset. Sometimes, the car may need to relearn certain functions when you reconnect the battery. This isn't usually a big deal, but it is something to keep in mind. For teens, here are some practical tips. First, make sure your car is completely turned off before disconnecting the battery. Next, always disconnect the negative terminal first. This is usually marked with a minus sign and helps reduce the risk of electrical shorts. Store the battery terminals safely so they do not accidentally touch anything. When you reconnect, connect the positive terminal first, followed by the negative terminal. If you feel unsure about any of this, it's a good idea to ask an adult or a mechanic for help. If you do forget to disconnect the battery and it drains, you might need to jumpstart your car. This involves using jumper cables and another vehicle to provide power to the dead battery. After jump-starting, it's best to drive the car for a while so the alternator can recharge the battery fully. In short, disconnecting your car battery during storage helps prevent it from draining and reduces corrosion. This keeps your car ready to go when you return. Just remember that disconnecting the battery may reset some settings, but this is a small trade-off for protecting the battery's health during long breaks. Understanding these basics can make car storage less stressful and keep your vehicle in good shape.